Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare walkthroughs. Today we're going to be covering the Supremacy DLC. The first video we posted up today actually covered the maps Skyrise as well as Kremlin, and this video is going to be covering Compound as well as Parliament. Here we are on Compound, and boy, I haven't used one of these in a while. Here's a ladder right up here towards the A flag. So what we do in these walkthroughs is I try to show you guys every square inch of the map so you guys can see everything there is to see. You get to get an idea of what the layout of the map is like, and it's especially good for those of you guys that either haven't purchased DLC yet, don't have a season pass, or maybe if you're somebody that's on like the PlayStation or on the PC that don't have access to this DLC yet. This way you get to see everything there is to see on the map aside from just gameplay. You know, you see gameplay on the map, you're like, oh yeah, that's gameplay of the map, cool, but you don't get to see everything, right? That's what I try to bring with you guys with these videos, is showing you guys everything. So what I think we're going to do in this video is I'm going to cut this up into threes. I'm going to cover the top portion of the map, the middle portion of the map, and the bottom portion of the map. As you see where I'm at, I'm basically just going to walk straight from my perspective, and that's going to try and cover the entirety of the upper part of the map. Compound itself apparently is set in Denver, Colorado, which it does kind of have that Rocky Mountain High kind of feel, I suppose. And it's mostly going to be like a training facility, which are going to test your abilities with your exosuit, apparently. So here we are, just running across the entirety of the top part, and we have, I don't know why is there orange smoke? I mean, I like the orange smoke. It looks kind of cool. It's a lot better than like regular boring old gray smoke. It's just that's color for the sake of having color right there, to be perfectly honest, which is awesome. But I don't know why it's there. I have no idea why it's there. It looks like it's gonna be a very fast-paced, very small map, because I got from the C flag to the complete opposite end of the map in a matter of only seconds, really. Because you can just go really fast and get across this map. It's kind of nuts, actually. But let's check out this building here. This building is going to be the one that's like right next to C. This reminds me a little bit, I suppose, of the training things that you would have in Modern Warfare 2 when you would do like the training course for, I think it was, wasn't it a spec op? I don't remember. But yeah, it reminds me of those a lot, but apparently nothing ends up happening if you shoot them or do anything like that. So let's climb up here, and this is going to be the upstairs portion of that, but there's nothing for you to actually do in it. You can jump up and look at the green smoke if you would like to, but aside from that, there's really not a lot to do right there. So I guess that's the entire top portion of the map. There really isn't a lot to it, and there's another ladder here. I guess they have to, you know, still in theory make the maps work without exosuits, because there is a small number of people that actually enjoy playing Advanced Warfare without the exosuits. But this is going to be a middle building, and looks like you can jump over all this stuff. Can you get on top of the tires is the big question. It would look like, for whatever reason, they have made it so we can't get on top of the tires. I get close, and it's like, nope. How about this? Hold on, how about this? No, it's not even going to let me hover there. Well, geez. Alright then. So, that appears to be most of the top portion of the map, I suppose. There's this little down part right here, which we actually didn't cover. We basically right above it. We ran above it on that platform right there. But yeah, the top portion of the map, really not a lot to it. Those Spire tanks that we saw over on the map Kremlin, this looks like a broken down version of one of them. And that's really it. The top portion of the map, the C area, if you will, doesn't really seem to have a whole lot to it. So let's go down a little bit and cover the middle portion of the map, which is, ladies and gentlemen, going to involve going down this tunnel. Now, where is this tunnel going to lead? Where is it going to lead? This is going to be, alright. Pick it up, soldier, there's no room for laziness here. I hope the map just yells at me throughout the entirety of my time playing it. That'd be hilarious. But right here was the part of the trailer where the guy was like coming through playing uplink or something. A guy comes in here and starts spraying down and ends up getting the guy coming through the ceiling there. So that would mean, right, that you can, of course, actually get up here then, huh? And you can. Alrighty then. We got a rooftop here, which actually really isn't that high of a rooftop, considering I came in through down there. And you can just jump up, and then here you are. Can you get inside here? Oh, that'd be cool. Is there an Easter egg in there? No? No Easter egg? Aw. Oh, you can actually shoot down that one. Alright then. So this is going to be like the upper area, and then of course you can drop down into there. This is going to take you, wow, okay, going from C to B is not going to be very hard. See, right there I was at B. Then you do a little slide in, maybe a little dash in, maybe a little jump in. Then suddenly, bam, bam, you're over here. Oh, man, this map's going to be fast-paced. Once again, these are all live first impressions walkthroughs of these maps. So I've never actually played the map yet in the multiplayer, but it is going to be fast-paced. This map is going to be nuts. The B flag is going to be right here. All right, and we have a tunnel as well. Interesting, but just for the sake of everything, so this is the upstairs here. We've seen all that. Let's go back inside here and continue on this way. This is probably going to be that tunnel we were just looking at. Yes, it is. All right, so there's 2 tunnels that lead you inside to this middle building here. And, I mean, there's not really anything going on with the middle building. The B flag's not here. There's no real objective here. It's just the central part of the building. Perhaps there'll be objectives there in other game modes. Like, I can picture Momentum would have the objective probably in there somewhere, but I usually do domination for these walkthroughs because that's the game mode I play the most, and it's the game mode that most other people play the most. You know, Team Deathmatch, Domination, Search and Destroy. Those are the most popular game modes in every single Call of Duty game. But here we are around the B flag. Looks like we just have a small little training facility here, small little area. This is going to be the B flag itself. Lots of cover actually, but it's also going to be very dense. And you have to keep in mind that people can come from up top here. You know, they can look down. You're going to be down there on the B flag. You can look over here. You got people that can be on top of this roof right here as well. B's got a lot of cover, but it's also got a lot of areas in which people can see you. And, it looks like one of the little spider things out there as well. But, let's continue on here. Let's run through this building. Where are we going here? All right, so this is a whole area. I guess we're heading towards the A flag specifically now. And this entire half of the map is very yellow. What the hell does that sound? Am I freaking out? Are you guys hearing that? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's kind of creepy. Maybe it's just ambient noise? But it's a little creepy, I'm not going to lie. But I guess let's try to explore this here, because this is going to be leading us towards the A flag. Alright, this is going to be the A flag, which is just going to be kind of a yellow building. I like the fact that it's yellow, and there's spilt yellow paint, but how come that paint's more yellow than the walls themselves? Maybe the walls have been painted a long time ago, and they were going to do a freshen up coat, and then someone spilled it, so they're like, oh man, I got to go and, you know, get a new can of paint, which I can move the can of paint now. I got to get a new can of paint, you know, so I can finish painting these walls, but he never came back because, like, a war happened or something. Maybe that's, like, the lore of this map. I don't know. But here's the top part again. Remember we were here with the smoke, so you can take that, and right next to it is going to be the A flag, which is going to have a bridge on top of it. All right. And you got a little bit of cover here. I like it. I like it. That's going to be the A flag. And, of course, if you run this way, and you get on top of this roof, I believe. Ha-ha! Look at this. Look at this here. This will take you over there to B. Huh. That's interesting. Then you got this little roof right here. This map looks like it's going to be a giant close quarters cluster. Not gonna lie, it looks like a giant close quarters cluster. It really does. Let's say up there, Alpha. All right. Well, let's continue on up this way. I think we've seen all. Sadly, I mean, it is a very small map, but I think we've seen a lot of what there is to actually see here. We can go on top here, but we were over here earlier. Actually, you can take this, and it's gonna take you over here, and there you are. I mean, we were over here. We saw a lot of this. That's just the inside portion of that. That walkway that we were walking on right there. So we've actually seen just about all that there is to see on this map. It's actually rather small. It looks like it's going to be very fast-paced, very choke point intensive. But yeah, guns like these shotguns are going to be pretty nuts, I would say, on this map. I think I'm going to enjoy using my TAC-19 on this map quite a bit, but ladies and gentlemen, that's basically the entirety of the map. If you have been paying attention throughout the entirety of this, we've seen all there is to see, sadly. I mean, it's a very small, fast-paced, close-quarters map. There isn't a ton to see. They added a lot of levels to it, which I can see why they'd want to do that, to try and make it feel more fast-paced. But to be perfectly honest, in my experience with maps like this, I'm not going to lie, I thought that was a person. So I think these things are going to make me end up jumping a little bit when I start playing. But in my own experience, maps like this that are very cluster heavy and seem to have, you know, many levels. You know, if you've got, you know, an underground section and a bridge section and a roof and like 4 or 5 different ways in every room. Like, look at this room, for example. You can walk across there, you can jump through there, you can jump through there, you can jump through there, or you can come in through there, or maybe somehow even come in through the roof. I doubt you can get on top of this roof, but you know, it's just the nature of it, man. Fast-paced, close-quarters maps like this, I usually find aren't that great, and they put a barrier here. Even though there's nothing here, I can't go any higher than that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I, of course, will reserve judgment when I actually play the map. You know, it's just been my experience that close-quarters, very clustery maps like this are usually not very fun for me. But especially in Advanced Warfare, just because of the exosuits and how fast-paced everything is. You know, we can do it before the end of this particular part of the video. We're going to do a lap around the map, just kind of show you it can be a very close-quarters, very fast-paced, hectic map. I mean, you can try and stick to the edges. That's usually a tried-and-true traditional way to play Call of Duty, is to, you know, stick to the edges and stuff. But I mean, just look how fast I can get across the map here just by sticking to the edges. It's kind of crazy, really. And of course, you don't need to take this long if you don't want to. You can actually, go up top and you can run across here, and then suddenly you're like, oh boy, look at all of these vertical places I can go. They said right there in the map description that this is going to test every part of your exosuit and your exo abilities and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I mean, I don't necessarily see that. I see I'm going to be jumping a lot on this map, but I don't picture it as anything really more than that. But I mean, you just look right there. Look at that little chain I had right there where I could, keep on moving and keep on dashing and keep on sliding the whole way there. So this map's going to be pretty close quarters, pretty hectic, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be like, because those close quarters maps, man, they're either some of the best in Call of Duty. You think of like Dome, or you think of Shipment, you think of, well, I guess either Dome. There's a Dome from World at War, there's a Dome from Modern Warfare 3. Both are very good. You think of Strike Zone, you think of just any of the close quarters maps in Call of Duty history. Some of them are fantastic. Then there's other ones that are just very clustery, and they turn out to just not be very good. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see where this goes, but it definitely looks like one of the smaller maps in Advanced Warfare, and I'm excited to see how good it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more, all right? One more walkthrough to do. Now, this is going to be on the map Parliament. I'll see you guys there. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Parliament. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, this map's supposed to be about Westminster. Oh, no. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a boat. That is just a background. We're actually going to be playing on a cargo ship that's actually docked here. So, if you actually look at the mini-map here, it's a pretty unique-looking map, all things considered. We spawned up here at the seaside, and it looks like it's going to be like a long, straight kind of a map, but we also have an entire side section there, which is going to be the B flag. So, that's going to be pretty interesting. You look there towards the middle, it looks like that's going to be like the central focal area of the cargo ship itself. Looks like that's going to be like an interior area. We're, of course, going to have to go ahead and see. But right now, we're at the C area, and I figure we'll just go down and straight and see everything there is to see in this big line, and then we'll head over towards the B flag. How's that sound? So if you spawn over here by the C flag, this is really what you get. You spawn at the bottom of this little platform here. Kind of reminds me a bit of Hijacked from Black Ops 2, where you spawn kind of like at the bottom portion of the boat, then you have to run up. That's kind of what we're doing right here, but of course you'll need to run up. You can just jump because it's Advanced Warfare. And we have this little building here, and then we have an identical building over here. Very symmetrical right in this particular area. Like the exact same idea going on. I like symmetrical maps. I'm not gonna lie, I like when stuff is symmetrical. So we'll have to see how much of this map is actually symmetrical and how much of it is a bit more different. This is gonna be the area that takes you over towards B. Okay, we'll reserve that for later on, and we'll just continue on here down the middle for the time being. Once again, everything's looking symmetrical except for that door. I thought there'd be another door on that side, but there isn't. But you look at that right there, you compare it with that right there, nice and symmetrical. I like it. This is gonna be like a main courtyard area. I'm just gonna call it a courtyard. Obviously it isn't a courtyard, but you can get on top of these. They, of course, have cover. Here's going to be the center. Okay, so this is going to be like the interior. Ooh, we're going to be going down below as well. So we'll be checking out that out here in a moment. Let's continue on down this way. So we have another, I'm going to call a courtyard, a big open area, and then we got the A flag. So this is interesting. So one's going to assume down here at the bottom of these stairs is where the opposing team's going to spawn initially. All right, they're going to have to jump up here to the A flag, similar to how on this side that we spawned on, we're going to have to jump up to the C flag. All right, and then you got the entirety of this. And then you can walk around out here. Is it going to be symmetrical over here as well? And it is, because we got that gun, and then we've got that gun. All right, it all makes sense. It's all coming together here. And, of course, we have a really cool-looking tank. Not going to lie, that's very, very cool looking. Look at the claws on the front thing. That thing is just insane. That thing is cool looking. All right, so let's head inside here. Let's see what the interior of this ship is going to be like. So let's say I wanted to go to C, but not go into the middle. Can I take this all the way over towards C? I can. I can. Okay, so there's going to be an entire side path that you can take to get to C, from A to C. Now, alternatively, it appears you could probably do the exact same by running this way. Can we go inside there? Nope. And nope, we can do it by running this way over here to A. Okay, so if you want to get from one side of the map to the other, you can, of course, go through there. Well, it's going to imagine there's, with such a long line of sight like that, there's probably going to be people ready for you at one point or another, but that is going to be there. That is going to be an option. Pretty cool. Now, I remember seeing a stairway here in the middle of the map. Now, where is this going to lead? This looks like, okay, this is just going to take us back towards C, correct? Yeah, alright, so that's going to allow you to go up inside. It's pretty interesting that this one particular side, though, on this map that seems to be so symmetrical, it is weird that there doesn't appear to be a side like that on the opposite end of the map towards B. There doesn't appear to be a stairway to kind of lead you into this middle section from that side. It's only on this side over here, so... Huh, pretty interesting, but I guess I thought it'd be a lot more complicated in here. Apparently not. Apparently I just thought, ooh, it's not gonna let me up any further, is it? Nope, I can't. You can't get on top of that, but it doesn't really take you very far. It's just kind of a place to go. It's a place to be, I suppose. Ah, remember that door we saw earlier? Here it is. Ah, I kind of like this spot because you can kind of see people. You can't really see people over at sea very well unless you have hover on. If you have hover on, you can. But, you know, it's just kind of a neat little spot. I mean, I don't think it's going to play the biggest factor in the world, but it's a neat little spot. Nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool. So I think we've seen almost all there is to see right here. Everything's very symmetrical. I gotta say, I kind of like the rain feel to the map. I think that's pretty neat. It's pretty unique. I like when there's weather added to a map, be it snow, be it rain, thunder, or anything like that. I think it's kind of nice. Now let's come out here. Okay, so we're actually going to be on the dock itself. These are all going to be flowers. Can I hide in the flowers? Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright, you can hide in the flowers, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. But over here is going to be the B flag, I would suppose. It's going to be right here. There's going to be the part of the boat, if you recall. One's supposed to imagine you die if you fall into that. But if you recall, this is where if you want to run all the way from C to A or vice versa, you can do it on this side. But you can also come over here. Now, I wonder how low I can get. Oh, that's pretty low. Oh, that's pretty low. I'm going to keep going until I might end up dying. You can go pretty low. Doesn't look like there's going to be a death barrier. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why this is here, but it is. I don't know why it's here, but I'm not going to lie. I like it. I think it's kind of a neat little area. But, of course, just to kind of show everyone, I'm pretty positive you die if you go into the water, but let's find out. Whee! Yep. You die. You die if you enter the water. One would assume that would be the case, though. That would be, of course, out of the map, and the L1 players be out of the map. But here we are over here on the sea area. Even symmetrical over here, to be honest. I like it. So you got the flowers right there, then you got the little shop, and you got the flowers right there, and you got the little shop. You even got these little things as cover on either end of this. What would this thing even be? The ferry station toll place? I mean, it's like a place where you just get money, I suppose. It's called the Huddle Bank. What's this all say? Ah, Dover and Bryhead and Trenton and Pittsburgh and okay. So, I mean, it's a ferry station, I suppose. So, that's really all it ends up being. But that, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose is going to be Parliament. Now, I gotta admit, this map is not nearly as bad as what I thought it would. I like the fact that it's very symmetrical. Like, if you... The hardest part about playing a new map is the learning curve, which you're trying to learn exactly where it is to go on all the maps. You're trying to learn where everything's at, where to go, what the spawns are like, what's the best way to get to an objective, you know, stuff like that. When you're system hacked, it's even worse because you're very confused as to where you're going. But this map is very symmetrical on both sides. It's one of those maps where after you do a walkthrough like what I just did, or even if you just play through the map a couple times, I have a feeling you're going to learn almost all there is to really learn about the map itself, and then you're just going to be like an old pro at it. And, oh, look at this! No! The plays! The plays! I like that. That's cool. That is cool. Getting like what would certainly be like a death area for like any other game is now actually a pretty cool area that you can kind of transverse and use to your advantage. Little things like that with your exosuit. That's always pretty cool, man. I like when you can do fun stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Actually, there's water right there that can kill me. Let's see if I can avoid certain death. And you can. I mean, I jumped all the way from over there to here with some nice strategical strafing and... Uh-oh. That's so cool. So I have a feeling I'm going to have fun on this map, just kind of trying to, like, defy death by running around like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this walkthrough. And if you did, please share the rate where you guys feel the video deserves. No! I died. We did cover all 4 maps that we got with the Supremacy DLC. Of course, I'm yet to actually play these maps in the multiplayer. That's the thing, man. I'm yet to play these maps in the multiplayer. I'm excited to actually go through and play them. So I'm going to be playing these maps in the multiplayer. I'm going to be checking out the brand new Exo Zombies. I'll be doing a review of the DLC in the coming days. Once I actually get some playtime with it. You know, I can't review the DLC just based upon doing walkthroughs and stuff like that. I have to actually go play the DLC and try it out and see whether or not you guys should end up spending your money on it. That's what I like to do here with these DLC videos. I like to show you the maps in their entirety with these walkthroughs. Then I like to actually play on a bunch and then do a full review of the DLC, including the Exo Zombies. So I'll go ahead and do that. I will leave you guys to the rest of your day. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Thank you guys all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a rating. Definitely helps the channel grow. Any time a rating is left here on my channel. Just remember to do that, guys. It helps out so much. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike. If you felt meh, just leave a rating, whatever. And it's always good when you leave a rating, guys. Always seems to help. But regardless, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.